us now, writer, director, author, podcaster, the list goes on and on. It's Kevin Smith. How's it going?
It is going well. I'm sorry, you guys have been so sweet. Number one, I'm gonna sweat the whole time, so let me just put that on Front Street. Number two, I'm sweating because I'm running late. I gotta tell you a quick story. I've never had experiences like this, so I'm like, I gotta share it because it was weird.
Please
Can we
do.
curse or no? Should I be clean?
Be a little clean, be
Govern
yourself,
the tongue.
Be yourself.
Don't use the C words. Okay, here we go. I'm walking today because every once in a while I go, I gotta exercise, and so I'll get on a nice jaunt of walking up my house. There's a hill, and when I do it and come back, it's about 2 miles. It's nice, you know, and it's torturous going up because the moment you step out the door, it begins. It's not like, gradual. It just starts like this, long gates with which fat legs, I look like Stay Puft walking through New York City. So there I am walking up the hill, and to add to it, I'm carrying a little dog, walking a little dog, Dachshund, a miniature Dachshund named Shecky, and she got a pink harness and like a pink handle. So I understand.
You're one of those guys in LA, right?
I am, yes. And I understand that if you're whipping by and you saw this, whether you knew who I was or what I did or not, you might be like, fat guy and a little dog. You wanna take a picture.
Okay.
So because of this, I don't go hiking Runyon and stuff like that. I try to stay within my neighborhood, never any cars, so that I could walk the hill in peace and not have people being like, what a scoop, look at this fat piece of S. So I'm walking up the hill with the dog, and I'm looking worse than this now. You see how I sweat when I'm just talking.
You
You're
feel
so
comfortable.
sweet. Thank you. Don't interrupt my story. You see how, thank you. You see how I sweat when I'm just like sitting here talking. Here I am walking up the hill. Sweat pouring off me. I'm wearing 3 layers, right? Because I don't want people to know I'm fat.
That helps you lose weight, actually, the layers.
It does. Well, and you sweat balls, too. I don't know if you know about that, but you totally sweat. Like, it just comes off you in buckets. So I'm walking up. I see this car go past me. I only notice it because you never see traffic on the street. 30 seconds later, same car goes past me again. Now, I've been around long enough to be like, all right, either they made me or they're like, fat guy and a little dog. I got to get a picture. So they come back. I assume they take their picture. And I'm like, all right, that's the end of this. Then they come back a 3rd time, and I'm like, oh man, all right, this dude's a pro. At this point, if you're going back and forth this many times, you're a fan or a pro. Goes past me a 4th time, and I see the car go down to the end of the corner, turn, and start doing a turn. So I pull my dog into like this little alcove of a driveway, wait for about 2 minutes, and then I pop my head out, me and the dog. It's like an episode of Moonlighting or something. We're looking around the corner. There's the car sitting on the corner, but nobody's in the front seat. I read enough Batman to notice dude is a villain. So I get the dog, I was like, all right, we're going for it, man. I walk toward the car, and as I'm walking toward the car, it's clear there's nobody in the front seat, so I should have nothing to worry about. But that back seat is awfully dark, awfully suspicious. So I weigh a certainty against a doubt, and I just smoke up to, not angry, just smoke right up to the passenger side window in the back seat and tap. And I'm sitting there going, anybody who's watching me right now is like, this guy's crazy. But maybe it's because I had a Batman approach. All of a sudden the window comes down, and there's a dude with the longest telephoto lens in the world, and I'm not even lying, and he's surrounded by a tent of darkness. He's got basically duvetine hanging up, a bunch of snacks and drinks in the back. So he has this whole world in the back seat of his little crap box car. It's not like a car you would suspect, just a little like sedan. But in the back, he's built this cave for himself to go around and park the car, sit in the back, and snap shots. So he lowers the window and looks like caught as a mug. And I'm just like, hey man, how are you? And he's like, hey, I'm a big fan. I was like, I said, you gotta be 4 times, man. I was like, but do me a favor. I said, you cannot do that. You can't go past the dude. I was just about to call Jason Mewes. Jason Mewes would come with a baseball bat and just break your window, not even knowing what you are, because he thinks you're threatening me, stalking me. He's like, yeah, I didn't want you to think I'm a stalker. I was like, but you are when you go past 4 times and you park, go in a tent, and lie in wait to shoot me. Dude, that's the very definition of stalking. And he goes, oh, I'm on my bed. Can we take a picture together? I said, absolutely. Let's take one together, not one of you doing this of me from a distance. So he has his massive camera, bigger than one of these. And he goes, maybe I should use my own camera. And he puts it down, he pulls out his iPhone and stuff. I was like, yeah, because how are you going to do this with the massive telephoto lens? So we take the picture, and as he's doing, just like anybody else, you turn it around and stuff, and we do like this. And as we're taking it, he goes, would you mind if I grab some shots of you walking away? And I go, brother, like, no, I would. I said, let me put it on Front Street. I said, it is a mountain, climbing a mountain every day for me to get out of bed and go, I should walk up that hill. I said, I'm a fat dude. I don't want to do that. So I have to go against all my genetic programming to step outside that door and do that walk. And if I see pictures of myself doing it, I'm just going to stop. Then I'm going to get even fatter. I'm going to die. So if you're a fan, don't do this. And the dude was like, all right, man. He's going, the way you put it makes sense. So hopefully he's not going to put the shots out there. Hopefully he understood it was coming right from the heart and whatnot. But it was such a weird experience. And I only tell you this story, kids at home, because sometimes when people go, oh, you're paranoid, you're not. You're literally not. There's a dude sitting somewhere like looking at you through curtains. It was creepy.